the lovely ladies from the Global, two of the lovely ladies from the Global Shakes. There's lots of you. Miss Sarah Ming and Miss Riza Khan. How are you guys this morning? No, not at all. It's my pleasure. You guys always have something interesting going on. I feel like the Global Shapers is the one group that's like, oh, you know, they like bump into me in public. Hey, by the way, we have this thing coming up. Like, you guys got a lot of things coming up, but it's good. You know what I always say, and you know, I was talking to Ashley about it, is that you guys are such an active group, and I mean, there's so many groups out there that are kind of stagnant. You know, they're a group, but you know, they meet once a month, and then they're like, oh, maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. You guys actually do things. You guys are, you know, progressive. You guys move forward. You guys do stuff.
We're always working on something.
And that's fantastic. I mean, part of it was we had the last Global Shaper we had here. I can't remember, we had a couple. Yeah. But nonetheless, they were telling us about the interview process to just join this organization.
I heard you mention it, and I was very proud. I was like, where did Kian get that information from?
We got the inside scoop on the Global Shapers.
Yeah, clearly.
But good for you guys. Yeah. And more importantly, we are here today to talk about another amazing event you guys have coming up, Blingo. Blingo. Let's keep it fun, let's keep it fresh. Sarah, please tell us all about it.
Blingo is our upcoming fundraiser. It's a little twist on traditional bingo. We're encouraging guests to come dressed in some bling, but nothing expensive, just some shiny, glittery, exciting stuff. So that adds a fun element to this bingo event.
So it's kind of a costume party with bingo.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Make it funky, make it fun, like costume jewelry. Some of the shapers were making like these really cute accessories, Blingo accessories.
What's the movie called with Leonardo DiCaprio where they have these fancy events? What is it called?
Gatsby?
Gatsby. So come like a great Gatsby.
Yeah, sure, we don't mind.
I mean, that's kind of blingy. They always wear the beads and the Mardi Gras type
simple
concept.
Things like that.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
We're getting the question, why are we coming in our expensive stuff? No.
We're not attempting to rob people.
Yeah.
A group robbery. Mass robbery.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I'm tired of bad things happening in Guyana. No more of that in our history.
Anything.
Yeah, so tell me, so again, so you're wearing your bling, you're wearing your costume, and then it's traditional bingo.
Yes.
So we're winning cash, we're winning prizes.
We're putting up a cash prize, but we also got donations from our sponsors.
Okay.
We have a generator.
Really?
We have a Samsung smartwatch. We have one free weekend night at the Marriott.
We have a day trip from Arrow Point.
Yes.
We have tons of certificates.
These are amazing prizes.
No, we've gotten major stakeholder buy-in for this and I think it's also about the project, which we'll talk about, but I was really astonished at the amount of like, sure, we'll give you 10,000, like we've gotten just certificates, 5,000 here and $10,000 there, for stores, for things, for fit recs, just random things. And so we're really looking for salons, Coffee Bean, all these different places.
So you have a really good chance of winning something amazing.
Yes. You spend $1,000 and you could win $70,000 worth of something.
That's a deal.
The support has been phenomenal.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, you guys have such a good rep as an organization. How people trust giving you prizes and cash and all these different things, right? Because they know they can have that trust that it will go to what it's meant to go to.
It will.
And it'll be impactful.
Yeah, absolutely. And the event is on November 6th, next Friday.
That's right. Gates open at 5, but the event starts at 6. It's a national park on the tarmac. We are allowing cars to park inside.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Like on the tarmac.
So we can like sit on our hood and play the game?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, this is happening for sure. I mean, I like that. I'm going to bring a list.
So these are our tickets.
Okay.
They're available at Pegasus, Princess, Giftland, Survival, Zune, Brewster's, and of course the Shapers.
That's everywhere.
Yeah, basically.
Everywhere somebody has to go at some point during the day.
Yes, yeah. Need something from Giftland? Pick up a ticket one time. Need some ice cream? Pick up a ticket one time.
Good times. Everywhere you need to go. And I was asking just, kids welcome? Not so welcome?
Kids are welcomed. Under 10 is free.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So Alira's free.
Yeah. My 3-year-old doing bingo.
You never know.
More than likely she win. But
she knows the count, so it's good. It's easy. B3. Okay, Daddy, B3.
This is also an educational experience.
Yes,
so
exactly.
Make sure you guys bring your kids. All right, let's get into the meat of the project. Why are we doing this? I understand there's a mental health push in Guyana right now, and the Global Shapers are now on board with this.
Yes.
Please, ask Riza first. Riza, please explain what we're doing this for.
The reason why we're having the fundraiser is because we need to get funds together for Mental Health Yourself. Mental Health Yourself was a project that was proposed in January of this year, way before all this attention. I say personally, attention for mental health in the past X amount of months, 3-4 months, and so on. And so it was proposed since then, and we've been working on it since about June. It'll be targeting Region 2 residents, Essequibo Coast. We'll be doing 3 workshops, originally 6. So we'll be doing 3 now in Abramsville, Anna Regina, and Charity between November and December. So we are as well as Blingo is soon. The project is just as soon.
Right,
So we've been literally getting Bingo ready, getting the project ready, and so forth. We also received really good response from that, from the mental health unit from the Ministry of Health. Ministry of Education has allowed us to go into the schools, those same schools, the secondary schools on the weekends to have the workshops. We also have PAHO on board. They will actually be one of the facilitators. I was really, really excited when I was able to get these, what we would, high-level agencies. I have the director of PAHO as one of the presenters, facilitators for the 2-day workshop. So it's very exciting. I myself, I am getting trained in suicide awareness and prevention, which I've had previously, but we have a new profile that the ministry has worked on. And so I'm also getting trained to then be the presenter for the 2nd day. So we're looking into mental health awareness, basic mental health. And people are like, oh, well, does it have to be all like professionals? No, we want the cake makers, we want the vendors, we want the plumbers, we want the teachers, the principals, social workers, nurses, students. Yeah. Because people, when we did an outreach to Essequibo this weekend for Essequibo night, and people are like, oh, my child goes to the school. Perfect, send them. They should come. They're in the neighborhood, they go to the school, they might as well. Yeah. They know the location, so they have no reason. Once they can dedicate the day and a half, because like I said, we'll do mental health, then we're doing concurrent disorders. A lot of people are asking, well, what's concurrent? Concurrent disorders. Concurrent disorders is a combination of one's mental health disorder coupled with a substance abuse disorder, so depression and alcoholism, which you see is a big problem in Guyana. And a lot of people don't talk about it, but many people in Guyana actually suffer from a lot of concurrent disorders.
Almost an epidemic.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. And concurrent disorders, if you look at it, may be a contributing factor to things like suicide, as well as poverty and incest and rape, etc., trauma, PTSD, and so on. So we're trying to make it as holistic as possible. So mental health, concurrent, and then I really wanted to engage the members. So we're having like a legit hour and a half cultural discussion on mental health and suicide and how do we attack it and how do we deal with it, and as a family unit, as a community, on a policy level. So really engaging. It's not just a lecture kind of workshop. We want to hear what Guyanese think. Yeah. And then the 2nd day is suicide. And then we're finishing off with coping mechanisms, because we can't just leave Guyanese. Yeah, just left them so. So we're trying to ensure that we've educated and we've given them the tools on how to help either themselves or others. Yeah. So that's what it's going to look like.
Wow.
And
that's fantastic. That's your whole schedule there. And I mean, it's so in detail, like you said. It's like an addiction. You have to address the situation. You have to find the problem, and then you find the tools. You give them the tools to assess it themselves and help.
And literally, the Global Shapers are building out the manual that we have. My team and I have been building out the manual that we have, just because it's difficult, or I have observed, having lived in Toronto, you know this, being trained in safe talk and suicide and all these things. Sometimes foreign agencies sometimes come down and they use a module or a manual that's not fully applicable to Guyana and Guyanese. And I mean, mental health in its own is very complex. But when you start adding in Guyanese-related issues and unemployment and poverty, and those things exist beyond Guyana. We have in Toronto, for example, there's social welfare that is more accessible to many more persons.
But we need to use issues that directly relate to Guyana.
Yes, exactly.
And that's how we more focus on our current issues.
Exactly.
Right? Well, we're going to wrap up now, but I need from you, Sarah Lise, I need some more information on this event, Blingo, that will fund all of what Riza just told us about, because that is a lot.
Sorry.
So, no, it's perfect, because that's what we need to know. I think it's important that we give the background of why we do events like this. Right?
And I think a lot of people have contributed to Bingo because they're like, well, I'm not a big Bingo fan, but I
Yeah.
love the project.
believe
and
in
I
the
am,
cause,
I feel
yeah.
that it resonates with me.
Resonates, absolutely. So our event is
Our event is Blingo, November 6th in the National Park. Gates open at 5. The games start at 6. Please come out and support.
yeah. There's lots of amazing prizes.
Yes. Let me mention our sponsors. We have
Please.
Ming's Products and Services, Java Coffee Bar, C&V Shipping, Ansel McCall, Marriott.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned Fitrex.
Fitrex, yeah,
Fitrex.
there's,
Couple other
those are
small
definitely, yeah,
donators,
smaller
yeah.
donations.
Great.
Optic
Like-
Vision Care.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. So that is a next week Friday. So you guys have to make sure you get down there. It's an after work kind of line. There's going to be lots of activities, lots of food and
Oh,
beverage on
yeah.
sale. Obviously, I mean, I was Ansel McCall is
Yeah,
on.
Ansel McCall
You
is
know
on
there's
board with us. We're
amazing
good.
drinks available.
Yeah.
So you guys get down there after work. We are all going to make sure we're there. I'm going to bring Alera. It's a kids thing as well. Wear your bling
Wear your bling.
and
Yes.
come out and support a really good cause.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much
Thank
for coming.
you so
It's
much.
It's a pleasure as usual with the Shapers.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to be right back on the Morning Times with more. Stay tuned.